Africana, Chapter 3. Written on Sunday the 10th of July at 3:30 in the afternoon. The writing delay has begun, but I don't care. So our plane into Zimbabwe didn't crash and burn. Another scary security experience was had, as the guy was proper rude. He then mixed up our visa documents and blamed us for it. To correct his mistake, he crossed out Jess's name and wrote John Skelton instead, putting yet another incorrect name in my passport. He was also rude to the guy behind when he said konnichiwa because he was Asian. But we finally left the airport and had a taxi waiting to take us to Shoestrings campsite at Victoria Falls. Very cool ride, seeing monkeys and warthogs. Jess got excited about a monkey climbing up a hill, but it was just a human. Racists, they are all around us. Campsite was not what we expected at all. Had full-on bar, restaurant, art shops, swimming pool, and 2 dogs. We met V and David, who showed us to our tent and the big-ass van we would be in. The rest of our group were going for a huge $50 a head meal, but we were full and poor, so sadly missed out. Instead, we sat by a fire and had a couple beers. We briefly met Kaylee, who had been travelling by herself for ages. Some locals appeared and played music and danced, which was good, but we were beat, so went to bed. After a cold and bladderful night, we were ready for our first proper day. Jess had a cold shower whilst I burnt alive in mine. We had a delish breakfast of pancakes with banana and tea. Kaylee joined us and told us about her crazy nights at house parties and randomly bumping into her friends. It was also her birthday, so we were like, shit, let's have a good day. We headed for Victoria Falls, which was so damn amazing, though the fallen trees were also super exciting. We didn't opt for the ridiculous ponchos, so got drenched and then sun-dried. There was one insane spot where you stood on the edge and could see all the falls, as well as a huge-ass rainbow over a pool. Incredible views, accompanied by me repeating, "How is this day 1?" After Jess finished celebrity duties of having her picture taken, we attempted to reach the bridge to Zambia. We got a little lost, however, and were distracted by the variation of vegetation and wooden benches. We stopped at the Forest Cafe where we had an Energizer smoothie. It was true to its name. After rinsing the Wi-Fi and admiring the staff booty, we left for the bridge. Jess had forgotten her passport, so we knew it would be difficult to cross the border. I went first and, holding my passport, asked if we could just see the bridge. He stamped a small piece of paper and wrote ×3, allowing Jess a legal entry into Zambia. There was a great view, and we got to see people bungee jump and zip line. People tried to sell us stuff, and even tried to trade for Kaylee's hairband. Returning across the border was a challenge. Jess and Kaylee slipped through, but I had to get my paper stamped. Was very worried as the paper said ×3, but as I got to the window, the guard turned to watch TV. I pushed the paper into her hand, and she just stamped it without looking. The next part, a guy asked for our passports. I pushed the paper at him, and he said fine, and let us back into Zimbabwe. All the people smuggling had made us hungry, so we hit the supermarket and then headed back to camp for pizza. We spent half an hour trying to solve a problem with change, which actually had the most simple solution. Pizza plus beer was perfect, but to save money, we had vodka and a vibrant green squash that actually looked like poison. However, it tasted like washing up liquid, so it was fine. We met a few from our trek as the bar turned into a nightclub, with the strangest assortment of people. We had a sad goodbye with Kaylee, then headed to be ready for a 6:30 start. Luckily, it was a warmer night due to the revelation of less clothes in sleeping bags. As promised, it was a horrible and confusing experience. We had to take down the tent, pack things into the truck floor and have breakfast. On the coach, we got the worst seats, which were mega bouncy. Apart from that, it was a decent but long journey. only stopping for toilet breaks, and an amazing supermarket where Jess almost bought like $20 of nuts. So close now to the capital of Zambia.